Welcome to Flawless Feather Farms. A lot of you guys have contacted us and asked us about how to actually make the monster mash, and we realized that there's no way to tell you that is better than just us showing you. And let me go ahead and apologize in advance for the sounds that you're probably going to hear in this video. Things are loud outside because they have not eaten yet. So we'll go through real quick and show you how we make the monster mash. Let's start over here. This is going to be some of the fermented feed. You can see that nice rich color after you've soaked that stuff for about 3 days, hopefully at a temperature above 60 degrees. You'll start to see where it begins to ferment. You'll get some color that's kind of like this, and sometimes a little film to go on top of that. But one of the things I want to show you is the difference here and what fermenting does. You can see that difference in richness, and after it's soaked, of course, the grains kind of swell a little bit. All right, so this is just a mix of chops, sometimes 15, sometimes 16% layer feed, and of course, just some scratch grain. And then this is going to be high protein right here. We're going to range in between 22 to 30% on that. Right here, just some agave nectar. I like to use the agave. A lot of people like to use molasses. That part's up to you, as well as the particular mixture of ingredients that you want to use. We use this during this time in the winter because of the particular benefits that it gives versus how much it costs. But this is a little poultry cell right here, just a vitamin supplement. And then we've got a combination of mealworm stages in here. This goes up from larvae to pupae to beetle, and then of course there's some oats in here, both whole and rolled. All right, so now start off here with a partially full bucket. I've got about 100 birds to feed with this, so I'm going to make what's close to about 5 gallons of this and feed 100 large fowl birds on it. I'm saying 100. It's roughly 100. So we start here, and first thing that gets added in is going to be that low-cost mixture of the chops, layer feed, and the scratch. I think I started off with a little too much water here because I don't really like to do it like this. I like to have it where it just kind of soaks without the water being so high. But anyway, next, add in the high protein. I'm only adding that in because the way the water is right now, but if it was lower, I'd just let that bottom level soak for about 2 minutes, which we're going to let this soak for about 2 minutes, and then we'll add in the other ingredients and go from there. All right, so that's been soaking for just a couple minutes, and you can see where it's already absorbed a whole lot of that water. So the next thing we're going to do, add in just a little bit of the sweetness here. Sometimes I like to put it at the bottom, and sometimes I like to put it in the middle, and that just helps out with equal distribution throughout the bucket. And I put just a little bit of that poultry cell off in there. It's not a whole lot. That's just a vitamin supplement. We're not trying to replace the nutrition of the feed. We're just trying to boost it. Okay, so then I put the fermented on top. You don't want to bring it too high to the top of the bucket because then you have a hard time mixing it. But that's plenty for that. We'll add in some mealworms, which I like to do last. And we'll top it off. with some water. You want that water to make sure that it covers everything, and that'll help out with the mixing. Then I like to let this sit for another 3 to 4 minutes. Alright, after this is set there for a minute, you can go ahead and begin your stirring process. I use a little 2x3, need something sturdy. And then you just get all the way down off in there and kind of start churning. You'll start to see the mix happening very quickly. Get some beautiful coloring off in there. And you'll just keep stirring that around. I'm not going to do this on a camera here the whole way because I'm only using one hand. So I'm going to mix this up and then show you guys what that looks like. Alright, so we've got that all mixed up. That's about the way you want it to look. And I think maybe later on, if you guys are interested, we'll show you the bonding that that happens when you feed this to your birds. They love it, and so do I. Monster Mash.